to celebrate this victory over the Parthians. Now, what do you make of that? I mean, that is cheap, isn't it? There's been a negotiated settlement. No, we have won a victory over the Parthians. That is called spindoctor, and that was what was being done.
What about the standards?
The standards were they came back. I presume they would be placed in a temple, maybe in the Temple of Peace or something like that in the city. But it shows you the ability of the Romans to spot the PR opportunity, and Augustus was very good at that, and to present himself as the one who had managed to do what Crassus had failed to do, to become Parthicus.
Did the Parthians have anything to say about it?
I'm not sure they were that pleased about it. I mean, in a sense, they'd been in the chess match of diplomacy. Clearly that was a victory for Augustus. In fact, after the Carrhae victory, in some ways that's almost the high point of the Parthians, because again they began to succumb to these family quarrels that we've seen with other dynasties. We saw it with the Jewish dynasty, we saw it with the Seleucid dynasty, and eventually it started to affect the Parthians as well. So that some of their kings started falling out with their brothers. Sometimes there were rival contenders for the throne. One of the interesting stories is that when one of the princes was sent back from Rome, Augustus, as part of the peace deal, had sent a slave girl called Musa back to Parthia. And she must have been something pretty special, because she caught the eye of one of the kings. And he eventually married her. And eventually her son